In this video, we'll demonstrate a basic 2D drafting workflow using common drafting commands to create a simple measurement certificate. We'll cover the steps for a basement floor, and the resulting file will include external dimensions, the space's area, and its name. Let's choose the 2D drafting workspace, which will give us the appropriate tools for 2D drafting in the interface. New drawings can be created using pre-existing imperial or metric templates. For this drawing, we'll select a metric template. The next step is to create the layers needed to organize the entities. So we'll activate the Layers panel and create the following layers: Doors, Hatch, Room Info, Wall, and Window. For the Room Info layer, we'll change the color using the color icon and select blue from the color dialog. Let's start by setting the wall layer as current. So now we can create one of the floor corners using the line command. Since the walls are orthogonal, we'll activate ortho mode in the status bar. Using the offset command, we can create copies of the lines at the desired distance. Run the offset command, and enter a value of 200 and select the horizontal polyline. Then move the mouse to select the side where we want the offset to be placed. We continue and do the same for each wall using the distances from the blueprint. We can then run the trim command to clean up the drawing. The command prompts you to select the entities to trim. While selecting the entities, you can see a preview of the elements that will be trimmed. The command first goes to the selection of cutting edges, and we just press the Enter key to select all entities as cutting edges. We can then select the segments to be removed, and finish the cleanup using the Erase command. Let's change the current layer to Doors. Use the Polyline command, and for the start point enter NEA to use the nearest object snap option, and start the polyline in contact with the external wall. Notice that because the tracking snap is activated, the cursor is able to obtain a 90 degrees angle without the need to turn on ortho mode. Enter 900 for the door dimension. Then click the arc option and select the center option. Click on the door starting point and click on the left side, then press Enter to finish the command. The Copy command creates a copy of the door on the internal wall. The internal door dimension is 800, so we'll resize it using the Scale command, with the reference option. We can now interrupt a wall by creating an opening in it, and trimming any unnecessary segments. With BricsCAD's unique copy-guided command, we can quickly copy and position the door and its opening to the other internal walls. Let's now reverse one of the door openings by using the mirror command. For the mirror line, we'll call the midpoint between 2 points, MTP, then click and delete the original. Let's create new contour polylines for each space. Then use fields to calculate and display the usable area. After creating the room polyline, we start the field command. And select the field name object, then select the room polyline. Once selected, its available properties appear, so let's choose area. As the drawing units are millimeters and the required units for the area are square meters, we can convert the value by using a formula which allows the move of the decimal point 6 places to the left. We'll also suppress the display of trailing zeros, and add a suffix of square meters, and then place the field in the middle of the room. As it's an mText entity, we can also edit it and the room name, in this case bedroom. The move command can be used to better position the field. Then in the Properties panel, we can change the justification to the middle center. Let's change the current layer to hatch. Launch the hatch command from the command line. In the hatch and gradient dialog, change the pattern from ANSI 31 to solid. Press the S key to scroll the pattern list to the S starting name. Then use the Select Boundary option and pick the bedroom room polyline. Once the hatch is created, we can change its color from the Properties panel. We will bring up the context menu by pressing the right mouse button and choose Draw Order and Send to Back. Repeat the above operations for each room. Let's perform one more hatch operation for the walls. This time we can use the Pick Points and Boundaries option. Just click inside the wall areas and the hatch will be added. The final details that we have added are external dimensions. There's no layer yet for dimensions, but instead of creating a new one, we can rename the windows layer since we didn't use it for the basement floor. Add 2 linear dimensions. Let's switch to paper space now and prepare the drawing for print. By right-clicking the Layout tab, we can access the Page Setup dialog. Since we want a PDF file, select BricsCAD's built-in PDF printer. Print as PDF.PC3. Set the paper size to ISO A4 and the orientation to portrait. We then position the viewport using the Move command. Resize it to fit all the entities from the model space. Activate the viewport by double-clicking inside its boundary. Click and drag the mouse wheel to pan the view appropriately. The last edit on the viewport should be to set its scale to 150 from the Properties panel. Let's now add our standard title block by using the Insert command. The last action before printing is to change the viewport layer to def points, which is a layer that is not printed. Then we launch the print command. You can check the output before finishing the command by using the preview option. If the preview result is as expected, we can then perform the print. And this concludes our demonstration of a 2D drafting workflow.